Hey, it's Kylie here. Thanks for watching the channel. Please like and subscribe because every little helps. Thank you. So my guest today, I kind of felt like if there's someone out there that has a YouTube channel that they call a guitar dojo, it might be helpful for someone that's learning to play like me, or a seasoned guitarist, to hear what he has to say. So please welcome to Life in Six Strings, Emanuel Hedgberg. So I like to ask everyone this when they come on the show, because obviously we're talking about guitars. So why guitar for you?
That's a good question, but probably several reasons. But well, when I first heard the band Nirvana, I was kind of sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember my stepbrother when I was really little. I don't know how. Maybe I was 7 years old or something. But my stepbrother played Metallica songs on acoustic songs, acoustic guitar. So that was really cool for me to hear that. So that was also a big inspiration.
Okay.
So then that was Nirvana and some Metallica.
Which is funny because I mean your style's very blues and jazz. Is that right? Would you say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So okay, cool. So did you so you obviously you heard Nirvana. It's funny because I've just started learning Smells Like Teen Spirit, and it's actually really easy with the power chords, but it's the second bit with the palm muting which I find so hard.
You mean like the
do you
mean the intro, like that part? Yeah.
So
yeah.
That little bit just sounds terrible. I can palm mute if I'm just going down, 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 but there's it's just sounds rubbish.
And more in the left hand, I guess, you know. So you mute the strings.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. So it's not so much about the palm muting; it's more about muting the strings here with your left hand.
Really?
Yeah. So you have to.
Yeah, so how are you getting that sound?
So first you need to learn how to move your hand like this up and down all the time. So that's the first part, you know. Because I guess a lot of beginners, they play like, let's see if I can play it like this, the wrong way. It's hard to play wrong. I don't know how to do it, but the beginners, they usually can't move their hand like this all the time. So even if you're just gonna hit the strings like 2 times, 3 times, okay, like that. So you have to be able to keep your hand going up and down like this, because the beginners play like this. You see the difference? You want to do like this. Not like this.
Not like the difference.
You see the difference?
Look, I'll show you how I do it, shall I? For a laugh. This interview's gone a bit off piece, but I quite like it. So have I plugged? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm terrible. Where's my pick? That's another thing. I can't play without a pick. I guess that's the next step. So it's
nothing wrong with a pick.
That's the bit.
Can you do like this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's great. So yeah, so you have that problem, like I told you, but you can fix it. So it's very common for beginners to play like that, like you do now.
Yeah.
When they can't keep the arm going up and down, you have your right arm have to move up and down with the pulse of the music, with the tempo of the music. You know, so
about keeping the rhythm, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, kind of like here's the pulse, you know, of smells like this, spirit. So on whenever I clap here, your hand is supposed to go down, and in between your hand goes up.
Okay, so yes, timing as well, which my timing's awful. I guess again that's just something that comes a little bit late.
I recommend that you try to learn some really basic strumming songs, like maybe some Neil Young songs or Bob Dylan songs.
Okay.
Just strum basic chords.
Yeah.
Learn a lot of those songs, and then Smells Like Teen Spirit will be a lot easier.
Okay, that's good to know. And you've got your Patreon page. Mm-hmm. That's doing really well. This really fascinates me that there's this whole other world of guitar players.
Yeah, I have to say Patreon changed my life. I have to say, because before Instagram and Patreon, I was teaching, obviously. So I was teaching five days a week at the music school. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, I love teaching. And I've been teaching a lot of kids, you know.
Yeah.
It's been fun, but yeah. So then I started with Instagram, just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't have any like hopes that I would get thousands of followers, but I got a good response, you know. So I thought it was really fun, so I kept doing it. And I gained more and more followers. And then I saw this page, Patreon, that you could create and post lessons. So I thought, yeah, let's try that. And yeah, it went well. So now my income is most of my income is from Patreon.
That's amazing. So how much work do you have to put into creating these videos? I mean, are you creating quite a lot every day, or?
Yes, I teach at the music school 2 days a week, and 3 days I work at home.
Okay.
So those 3 days I just I record stuff, I practice, record stuff, and transcribe everything. And you know, you obviously seen my videos on Instagram where I have the tab, you know, going along. So that takes a long time. And yeah, I guess I work more than 12 hours a day. I work all the time, especially at the night in front of the computer. You know, that's where the most work is actually. Not is, you know, it's on the computer transcribing. I write and I explain everything that I play on my Patreon page, either by recording a video and talking, but very often I write like a theory analysis of what's going on, and that takes ages. It takes, it's a lot of hours.
That's the thing. I think people think that, oh, you're like a YouTuber guitarist, or social media guitarist, whatever, like we said, bedroom guitarist. It's easy. These guys have got it easy. You're actually spending hours, aren't you, doing this?
Yeah, I've never been working so much in my whole life that I'm doing now. But I mean, I do it. I love it. It's so fun, you know. So I guess that's why I can do it. I wouldn't work this much if it was something I disliked, you know.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you guys are laughing now. You know, the ones that are touring, I mean, they've got no work. You're the only musicians working right now.
I feel really bad about, I have some friends that are in some famous bands and who tour, you know, the world, and they're home now. I feel really bad for them.
Yeah, no, me too. It is terrible.
because this Corona time has actually been good for my business, because guys are at home and they don't know what to do, so let's try to play the guitar, and they might sign up to my Patreon page.
Yes, exactly. And how are you finding it with regards to the split between women and men wanting to play guitar?
I can actually see, when I go to my Instagram, I can see how many followers are men and women.
So what is it? Tell me.
Kind of sad. Let me check here now. I mean, obviously, it's mostly men, which I think is sad. Yeah, it's 9% women.
No, really?
Yeah.
That surprises me, really, because I know everyone's talking about there's more women picking up guitars than ever, and stuff. But 9%, I would have thought maybe like 30%, but 9% is shocking.
Yeah, most of the famous guitar players out there are men, so we need more women out there to play the guitar.
I totally agree with you. There's Carmen Vandenberg. She's played with Jeff Beck, and they wrote a song. It's called "Girls Can't Play Guitar" because they were performing one night, and apparently some guy went up to Carmen and said, "You're a great guitarist, but you'll never make it because girls can't play guitar. It's like physically not possible because your hands aren't big enough."
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, which is what their song is about, but it's a great song. Girls Can't Play Guitar. It's brilliant.
I mean, there are a lot of great men guitar players out there who have short hands and fat hands, and they can play. So why? I mean, the length of your fingers doesn't matter, and not the strength either, because playing guitar is more about relaxing and not using your muscles. You want to use your muscles as less as possible, So
yeah.
It's not so much about strength.
No, I agree with you. It's just building it up, isn't it? And being, but it's you're talking of fat hands. Jerry Cantrell, he has big fingers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he does. So I always laugh. I'm like, oh my God, no wonder you're so good. Like the grunge kind of guitar. It's like you've got those big fingers to kind of really dig in. But yeah, I know, it's funny. So I'd love to know, is there anything that really challenged you or still challenges you as a guitar player?
Oh yeah, jazz have always been for me kind of hard. It doesn't come naturally for me, because I started with rock, and metal, and then I went to blues, and then the last thing was jazz. I guess it would be easier if you grow up with jazz, and you would listen to Wes Montgomery when you were 10 years old and stuff like that. I mean, I discovered Wes Montgomery very, very late in my career, So I think I still find jazz to be pretty difficult and to play over these chord progressions, like All the Things You Are, and just blow over the progression. I think that's really cool to do. I wish I could do that better, but I'm still a blues player. That's what I see myself as, a blues player
who dabbles in jazz. Yes.
I love, the basics, just the 3 chords, just those 3 chords, and I'm happy, I can play over those chords the whole day.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on the show. That's great. I've got lots to get on with now.